Hi, you must be Zach.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Daniel. Welcome to Palm Springs Air Museum for our first flight program. I'll introduce you here to Inspiration 1, which is our Cessna 182 that we take people up on their first flight lesson. First, we're going to talk about a few of the ground rules before this flight. Number one thing is, this flight is all about you. I want you to be comfortable. If at any point in time you're not comfortable with anything, just let me know. If you're starting to feel a little queasy or anything, we're only a couple minutes away from the airport, so we can boogie back here. Life is good. There are no dumb questions. I'm here to help. I'm here for you. I want you to enjoy this. So safety starts before we even take the air. So before every flight, we're going to pre-flight the airplane, make sure that it's safe to take up into the air. We're given a checklist by the manufacturer on how to go through things. So we're going to start off by doing a pre-flight check together. I'm going to take a good overall look. Take a look at the baggage door, make sure it's closed and secure. Coming down the side of the airplane, all I'm doing is making sure that nothing's hit it, all the rivets are secure, all the panels are secure, those kind of things. Coming down the side, the leading edge of the aircraft, again, just checking for overall security.
Gotcha.
Here we're coming to our first flight control surface. This is what we call our elevator. You'll notice it moves up and down. In a moment, we'll be in the cockpit and I'll be showing you how we actually actuate that from the cockpit. But from out here, I'm just making sure that there's no obstructions. You're welcome to go ahead and try that. Go ahead and lift it up. This is our rudder. We can't actually move it on the airplane because it's got a little tie into the nose wheel on this particular airplane. Come down here to our first big safety item. When I move, this is our ailerons. Our ailerons, when one moves up, the other one on the other side moves down. The important thing is we don't want to stick our fingers in there without holding this up. Because somebody can go over on the other side, and if they move that one up, this one comes down, don't want to get your fingers caught. I always tend to look up as far as I can inside of the cowling there, make sure no birds have made a nest, and then I'll take a look at the propeller and make sure there's no big dings, dents, cracks, anything like that. So to check our fuel, all we got to do is twist the cap off on the top. This is just like a straw. Dip it in. Showing we have about 28 gallons on this side. Want to make sure you're comfortable in the seat and a proper seat adjustment. So there's a couple ways to adjust this seat. First of all, we're gonna have to adjust forward and aft to meet your height. And there's a lever or bar here at the front of the seat, and you lift that up and the seat can slide forward or aft. And you want to make sure you're close enough to the flight controls that you can get full use of the rudder pedals, but you're not so close to them that you're standing on top of them putting constant pressure. And you need to be close enough that you can get full use of the yoke, but not so close that it hits you. So you can move forward and aft, and then up and down, there's two handles. There's the handle on the right side of the seat adjusts up and down, and the one on the left side of the seat adjusts a tilt, just to make sure you're nice and comfortable. The seat belt is very simple, and the lap belt portion of it comes across, latches in. To undo the seat belt, lift and pull. Once you have the seat belt adjusted on the lap belt, we can put your shoulder harness on, and the shoulder harness, this tab connects through here, and you can adjust the tension on this side here. All right, time to saddle up. We'll start off with the yoke, which controls both our elevator and our ailerons. In order to bring the nose up on the horizon, we actually pull back on the yoke a little bit. And what that does is it raises the elevator on the tail, pushes the tail down, and pushes the nose up as a result. So if we're flying along, we'll bring the nose up a little bit. We're going to pull back just a little bit on the yoke. If we want to bring the nose back to the horizon, or we want to bring the nose down, we're going to push forward a little bit on the yoke. Pushes the elevator down, pushes the tail up, pushes the nose down. The ailerons control our roll. And just like driving our car down the road, we want to turn to the left, we're going to roll the wheel to the left. In our car, it makes us turn, flat on the horizon, as one would expect. In the airplane, all that it does is it controls our roll rate, where we set our bank angle of our wings. And it's actually the lift generated off our wings that actually makes us turn. So in order to turn the airplane to the left, we're going to roll our aileron to the left. What that's going to do is it's going to lower the aileron on the right wing, and it's going to raise the aileron on the left wing. Creates a little bit more lift on this side, a little bit less lift on that side, and it makes the airplane roll. Once we get to the desired bank angle we want to get to, we bring the yoke pretty close to neutral, and it will just hold that bank angle and fly around the horizon. Our engine controls are right here on our between us in the cockpit. We have throttle, propeller, and mixture controls. Our mixture controls how much fuel is going into the carburetor. Our throttle is just like the gas pedal on our car. Push it in, more power, pull it out, less power. We're going to see that on our manifold pressure gauge. So that's how we're going to set our power.
Okay.
Our altimeter is right here. This little needle is thousands of feet. So right now it's between 0 and 1. And the longer needle is hundreds of feet. So we're showing about 400 feet above sea level right now. Going on to our headset. Big thing on the headset is want to make sure, obviously, put the cups over your ears, and want to make sure the microphone is close to your mouth. When the avionics are on, when we're flying, if you can hear yourself in your headset, then I can hear you. If you can't hear yourself, I can't hear you.
All right, you're good. We're ready to go flying when you are. Okay, good. Now I want you to put your left hand on the yoke, right hand on the throttle, and your feet on the pedals. Go ahead and add power and go ahead and push it all the way full forward. Just take a deep breath, bring the nose up a little bit, pull a little bit, pull a little bit more, and we're flying. Looking good.
So I understand that you might want to actually become a pilot. How did this flight, did that have a positive or negative influence on that?
It was great. I loved going up there. It was nice, cool, a little bumpy, but overall we pushed through and we got through it. It was a great time.
Here's your t-shirt.
Thank you very much.
Yep. And we have a certificate of completion.
Thank you.
And I'll be filling out your logbook, which any of the flying that we did today, I'll document everything that we did on the flight, and that goes towards the requirements to become a private pilot.
Gotcha.
So,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much for flying with me.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.